Hi guys, today we have another beautiful woman and also very enthusiastic, energetic blogger. She is a lifestyle blogger and also a travel blogger, and she does many things apart from traveling and also lifestyle. She used to write for some of the best magazines, that is Huffington Post, Women's Web, and many other such magazines. She is none other than Garima Shrivastava Nag. Shortcut, we can call her as Garima Nag. Those are the social handles she used to have. And she is the owner of sweetsharing.com, that is her website. Hi Garima, how are you?
Hi, Guru. So nice to see you and meet you in person, actually. This is a virtual meeting, but I'm really very excited to see you.
Exactly. We are friends since 2015. If I am not wrong, you are my friend since 2015 when I am starting
Yes,
blogging.
it's been like 5 years. Yes.
Yes, you also have given interview on my Best of Guru website
Yes.
2015 or 16. So after a long time we are talking and also we are seeing each other. That
Yes,
is
for
a
the first
first.
time.
Thanks for coming, and I am very happy that you are giving such a little bit of time and also spending time for our channel. So without much time wasting, let us know more about you from your own voice and words.
Blogging is not something that I started or thought ever. That would be my profession because I started it as a hobby. I'm a fashion designer by profession,
Mm-hmm.
and I worked in that sector for 8 years.
Oh.
And I started very early. Like I started working when I was hardly 18. I started the internship. I was offered a job, and since then I've been working like till my marriage, and even after that. So after a certain period of time, when I had my first child, so that's when I took a break from my career. And I used to post whatever I thoughts I had in mind. So one of my friend, they said, "Why don't you start a blog?" Before that, I never heard the word blog. So I was like, what is that? He said that is a website, your own website or a space where you can publish your thoughts. So I gave it a try, and there were people who were very encouraging. And slowly and gradually, within a year, I started, writing for other magazines, and it became one of the popular blogs in its category. So yeah, it picked up from there, and yeah, it's going fine since then.
Yeah. How did you name that sweet sharing? Any inspiring thoughts behind that?
No, no inspiration. It was very sudden, actually, because I used to just share things, my thoughts, or I was very particular about. There were many social issues I used to write about, so it was just sharing. So in a sweet way, so sweet sharing.
So that is an apt name for your blog because most of your posts are very sweet, and also you used to post a lot of your travel related things. So how many countries did you visit?
Oh, actually, I've lived in 4 countries. This is my fourth country, and I've visited many other countries for professional as well as personal work. So it has been very nice. Traveling has always been my passion. Even when I was working as a fashion designer, Manchurizer, that time the most excited thing about my profession was traveling part and meeting with new people, because when you work in the export sector, you always get in touch with people other than your country. So I used to handle so many buyers from Japan, US, UK, Australia, and it was not about just travel, but actually getting to know their culture, lifestyle, their thought process. So eventually that led to start my travel and lifestyle blog. So yeah, it was, I think, in back of my mind somewhere I liked writing and traveling. So eventually it all accumulated, and that's how sweet sharing came into being.
Out of these four countries you have visited, which is your favorite one?
Actually, I visited 9 countries. I
Oh,
lived in 4 countries.
acha,
Yes.
acha.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So all of them have their own good things, but because Korea I have spent the most time, and it still remains my favorite because of its lovely people. They're very supportive. They're very welcoming. It's completely secure, and it's a beautiful country. And
Mhm.
it's only been a year since I am in Norway, but Norway is like it's heaven. So
Exactly.
beautiful, yeah. But we couldn't explore it much because of COVID. But
Hmm.
yeah, even the local landscape and everything is just pretty, very beautiful.
So, Korea is your favorite. So, what are the important things anyone has to keep in mind when they are traveling to Korea?
Korea, I would say that Korea is
So, what are
should be
the
on your
things
list.
they should
Should
not miss exactly?
Yeah, it should be on your list. I don't know why it is not one of those, popular destination. Although in recent time people have started exploring Korea. Seoul, that's the capital city. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful world class city, and you will see these historical places as well as all these very modern, lifestyle. So you get best of both the worlds. And apart from that, the countryside of Korea is very, very pretty. There are so many small towns, and each and every small town has its own history and story, just like India.
Hmm.
And you'll be surprised to know that one of the princes, like it's been like few hundred years ago, there was an Indian princess who married a Korean prince. So it is said that around 20% of the Korean population has Indian DNA. So I was pretty excited when I got this
Really,
information.
I don't know. This is a new thing for me.
Yes. And
Acha.
it is really beautiful, not only in terms of natural beauty, but also historical. And most important, our people are very, very welcoming.
Mhm.
Unlike some of the other places where you might, experience a little bit of racism or some other hurdles, but Korea is definitely one of the places where you can go and enjoy.
Mhm. So you are a lifestyle and as well as travel blogger. Which is the category you like the most?
I think travel and lifestyle go hand in hand because when you travel, there are so many other things that there's food you always talk about, and their culture, there's lifestyle. So I don't think so. You have to put it into different categories. It is like the sister and brother, siblings. So yeah, so it goes hand in hand, and it has to actually because travel is a wholesome experience. It's a whole package. It's just not one thing.
I think
And
you have done your MBA in what is that Institute of Fashion Design or something. Uh,
yes, I've done my post graduation in the export and product management.
mhm.
Yeah, MBA. Yeah.
So you have been into modeling.
Oh, never, never.
Yeah.
It
Uh,
just I click some pictures and I put up on my blog, and
because most of your pictures looks like you are a celebrity. First time anybody walks into your social handles, definitely they feel that you are a Bollywood actress or a
oh
model.
my,
Maybe.
thank you, but no,
Yeah, yeah. That's why
far from
I
that.
after 4 years I am seeing regularly this Facebook and all. So I think 2 to 3 years I am not so active, and I am slowly getting in touch of my old friends. You are one of those. When I come to see Garima, the first thing which keeps in my mind is sweet sharing.
Yes.
So many sweet things about you. You are a sweet person. Your blog is also sweet. Coming to that design also, you have very sweet design.
Mhm.
So who did that designing part of your website?
Oh, I did
Very
that
cool.
completely from scratch.
Oh.
Actually, when I started my blog, I was very, very particular that I need to build it brick by brick. Every step of the way, I should know the process. Because although I was completely new, I'm not a tech person. The only thing I knew at that moment of time was to write. I didn't know
Hmm.
how to publish it, how to, load pictures or anything, any technical aspect.
So we both have
But
some similarities.
oh, is it?
Yeah, I spend much time in designing, less time in content writing. I hate writing. I will give to my writers or somebody else to do. I keep
Mhm.
on changing my website designs. I am tweaking the this and that every now and then. Whenever I see your website, it looks very sweet, very some divine like that. Just like a apt a lifestyle blog.
Yeah, I wanted to always keep it very
Very
simple,
very
no
cool
distraction.
design. I think
Yeah.
congratulations to you. I think I
Thank
didn't
you.
know that you have such a great talent. I thought
Oh,
somebody
I'm
has
just learning.
designed you.
No. And thanks to all these videos, I mean, you are a YouTuber, so all everything that I've done till now is because of the all videos and information online. I saw tons of videos before starting the blog, and from step by step, one by one, I made tons of mistakes. I learned from them, and I used to ask friends, and how do I troubleshoot? And finally, I have a design that I'm happy with, and it is a simple welcoming design website. And I think if you say it's good, that means it's good. You're an expert.
No, no, I am not. So even I am not a tech guy. I am a MBA marketing guy, but I love to design. Only that part is very exciting for me. When I go into website, I see some other, oh, Garima, she did like this, so I need to have such a same this menu, maybe some these sidebars. I like some sidebars of some people. I will implement those in my website.
Yeah, we observe and learn.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
see
is.
the about page of Garimas. You have such a beautiful about page where at the end of the page you have the all your interviews designed in a blockwise. That is a new thing. Normally people will add all those URLs and all. They keep, yeah, I have been interviewed so and so. Okay, but in your about me page, it is like a thumbnail. So
Yeah.
with a beautiful
Thank you.
pictures of you, that makes people more interesting to watch.
Yeah, I
Uh,
have a very interesting story about it actually, because I love pictures and images, and I always think that the images, they give you more interaction rather than words, because when you see a picture, you have your own
exactly.
ideas, you make your own thoughts. So when I was designing my about page, I was like whether I should put those links, and even at times I don't feel like clicking those links and going
Mm.
into those pages. So I thought, let my picture speak to my viewers or visitor, and maybe that will give them a much better idea of what I do, what I have done so far. So yeah, that led to that particular section,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm glad I noticed
appreciate
that.
for your work because it is something new that instead of making dull by seeing all this, and somebody will not interest in maybe checking those
That's
things.
true.
But your way of design definitely makes them to visit those sites also.
Yes, and it is a
uh,
good way of
yeah, helping
foot
your
traffic
friends.
too.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Your friends will be happy for you. Yeah, coming to again the website part, I think you will be getting lot of sponsored post or other income through your blog. The way you have your post and all which I have seen. So, what is your main source of income? Is it a sponsored post or AdSense
Uh, AdSense not as much, because for AdSense you need to have massive
traffic?
traffic. So this is not something that I've worked on, because I never treated my blog as a source of income. It is my
You
passion.
don't really need traffic, I think.
So whenever
Sponsors will
I'm
pour
there,
into you.
whenever I'm on my blog, it feels like a very personal space, or a meeting, a gathering, a home gathering, where I get to speak something, and there are readers who read or send means give their opinions. So it's very personal. So although I have AdSense, but as you know, it needs a lot of traffic. But other than there are tons of other ways through which you can earn a decent income. That includes the sponsor posts, you can do freelancing work, and there's so many other things. But you need to collectively, it's a collective way of if you want to really earn income as a blogger or some as an influencer. So it's just not one thing. So you need to try several things and stick to the thing that works best for you. So I do that, and more than that, I jumble between so many things. Right
Hmm.
now I have two or three other projects which I'm working, so I'm not paying much attention to my blog right now, because I have certain other things to do. But yeah, I'll come back to that within a period of like 1 week or something, then again I'll start working
Is
on it.
those projects related to your online business or offline?
Both.
Okay.
It's both. Yeah. So yeah, I have certain clients, and I'm very picky about working with people. There are clients who have been working since like 7 8 years, since the beginning of my blogging career, and they still work with me. And we have very nice client and relationship. So I stick to those people who I feel comfortable with, and because I travel a lot, I've been
Hmm.
traveling a lot since like 7 8 years. So it is really important for me to be at ease with people I work with. So yeah.
So you are a inspiring person for many newcomers into lifestyle because many I think you got many awards for your blog. I think you have been into top 10 lifestyle bloggers, best blog for many categories. So what are your advice to the newbies who want to come into blogging, especially into lifestyle sector? So what are the do's and don'ts?
The first thing and the foremost thing I would say is that do not treat blog as a source of income. The minute you start thinking about finances, then you lose the passion, you lose that spirit of the blog. Because writing and being passionate about a subject, I'm just not saying travel or lifestyle, it could be anything, tech or and education. There's so many niche that you can work on. So first of all, you need to treat it as something that you need to grow from the scratch, and you have to treat it like business in sense that it will take time, it will take efforts, it will take many other things. We will have sleepless nights, there will be some tech issues, there would be something that you won't understand at the beginning. So the thing is that you have to be very passionate about it, as well as you need to treat it as a thing that you are building up. After a period of time, some people start earning within 6 months, some people don't earn a single dollar for like 3 years or 4 years. But thing is, you have to be consistent, you cannot give up. And second thing which I always tell people who ask me about blogging is that you need to have that kind of zeal. It is like, have a friendship with your readers, have that kind of relation with your followers, that you need to provide them information that is relevant, that is useful, but in a friendly way. So that way they will keep coming back, they will know that okay, this girl or this blogger is not trying to sell us something. It's not those blogs where they will just throw 10,000 products in a blog post. So you have to keep that balance.
Exactly. So, what are the tools you use, free and premium?
My blog theme is premium, and I would suggest that once you have little knowledge and little experience, you should always go for a premium theme, because that will help you customize your blog as per your liking and as per your preference. There are some, tools that I would suggest to speed up your blog speed, and there are some other things as well. But the most important thing for a blog is to be user friendly.
Mm.
When a person, a reader comes to your blog, he should not be distracted by pop-ups and ads and stuff, because he has come here to read something, to get some information or something that he found interesting on your blog. So it should be very clean. That's my idea of blog. So once you've done that, if the person is interested, then you can suggest some products or some other thing. So I think user interaction is very important. You have to keep it
Exactly.
sleek and clean.
Yeah, user interface is more important,
Yeah.
and I suggest light themes or free themes, whatever maybe you can use, because your website should load faster more than anything else.
Yes.
So, people, you can go and watch Garima's sweetsharing.com, and you can get an idea how to design a website in a cool and effective way. So, her website looks really fluid, responsive, and you have a lot of things to learn about. Coming to your photo shooting. So traveling is related to shooting all these beautiful pictures and all. So what type of tools you use for those photography?
I'm not a photographer. I mean, I would love
But
to
you
learn
you you
something.
look like a professional photo. So many photos. Even one pigeon photo is there. So it is very close to the pigeon, and it
Yes,
looks
thanks
very.
to all these gadgets that we get, they are really very, nice. But eventually, after 1 year of blogging, I felt the need of, having good quality pictures, because travel blogging and lifestyle is ultimately the images that, speak for itself.
Exactly.
So I invested in a good DSLR. I have a Nikon 6200, I think, if I'm not wrong.
No,
uh,
so it keeps on changing. So price we cannot tell.
yeah, that's the model. I
Yeah.
think I'm right. I'm not sure right now, but yeah, but that has been one of the best investment for me, because um, it has given very nice quality pictures for my blog. So after purchasing, I started watching these YouTube videos.
Mhm.
But it is nowadays, the gadgets are so self-explanatory, and even the auto mode, if you're a total naive person like me. So I used auto mode for a couple of months, then I started learning to use the manual and other things. So I won't say I'm even at the starting level, but yeah, I'm doing okay. And now at least I know how to handle my camera. So if you really want to get into lifestyle and travel, you have to invest into good quality camera, or speakers and mic, depending on what kind of platform you're using. Like as a YouTuber, you need to have a proper setup. For a travel blogger, you need to carry stuff. So all those things matters, and it gives you a beautiful quality, and you'll be pleased with the results, no matter.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hmm. So content is king and queen for me.
Yes.
So so how did you generate content ideas? Sometimes we will be getting stuck with whatever niche we are. There is a certain point where we get stuck. So
Mhm.
how are you managing this content regularly?
Oh, actually, it happens all the time, because sometimes you feel that you have been creating the same kind of content, or the same kind, you're getting same kind of ideas all the time. Like you see those 5 best and 10 best and 20 best things. So thing is that although you have to follow a format, you have to have your own style, and you have to follow a format, but you have the main challenge come when you have to make it interesting. Because when you publish a blog post, it is just not your, nobody's interested in knowing what you did on your travel. They are more interested in knowing about the place and what they can do when they go to that place. So you have to keep it, there is a fine balance between keeping a personal diary and blogging. So you should know that when you blog, you have to provide information. You are a provider. You are a person who is going to provide information to people who are going to come and read the blog. So you have to make it interesting. You have to personalize it, but also keep in mind that the information, like you said, content is the king. So information is the queen, actually. You have to make it useful, you have to make it informative, but while keeping it interesting. So I think that is really important.
So sweet Garima has two sweet kids, and how do you manage your time with kids? This blog, traveling, many things.
My kids, yeah, since they were very young, I made it a point to always that they accompany me, not only on long trips, but also whenever I had these meetings, or blog conferences, if it was allowed and it was convenient for, like, for the inviters and for us, for me. But since very beginning, they always knew that although mama doesn't go to office for work, but she has work, and she needs to, like, sit for hours, she's writing something, she's having meetings, she needs to travel. So they have that idea that this is not the usual conventional work, but she works.
Hmm.
So since beginning, they have always been very comfortable traveling. They take early morning flights with me, and most of the time, you won't believe, but they take the pictures and videos for
Oh,
me.
okay,
Yes, and
good.
they come up with the ideas. Yeah, mama, look, you need to check that out.
So they have very creative brains nowadays,
Yes, and
kids.
they enjoy it, and I think that is one of the reason that I'm able to, juggle between my personal life, and I'm also very a fitness enthusiast.
Hmm, yeah,
So all these things,
you
somehow it gels together and works for me.
so you have already given me the next question. So fitness is something which I admire about you. So you are a mother of two kids and you still look very young. What is the secret behind that? So you
I
do
don't
yoga
know.
and meditation too?
Yes, yoga. Yes, I do yoga, and I will thank my mother for this because she has been practicing yoga since last 30 years or
Oh,
more. Yes, and she is the one who has always inspired me, not just because she is my mother, because I've seen her doing stuff that, sometimes it happens that you don't have to teach your kids anything and don't have to make them sit and tell them. You do it and the kids learn. So I've seen my mother being very particular, an early riser, always going out for walks, doing yoga. She was a national cadet,
oh,
NCC cadet,
great.
yes. She was a very good shooter, and all
Oh
those
my
things
God.
has hugely
You
helped
have
me.
multi-talented people in your house.
Yeah.
Everybody is multi-talented in our home.
Yeah. So
Mm.
after that, I knew that okay, if I don't work on my body, so someday it is going to break, and I won't be able to do the other thing which I love. So you have to take care of yourself first if you want to take care of rest of the stuff, personal or professional. So yeah,
So you
fitness.
in this pandemic, both things are very difficult for you, lifestyle thing and also travel category. So how are you coping up with these things?
Oh, actually, it is a kind of nice break, because
Okay.
pandemic, somehow we have been lucky that Norway hasn't seen a long lockdown period. It was only there for 2 months. But after that, it opened slowly, and now it is almost normal. People are going out for work, and because population is so less that we need not to deliberately maintain the social distance, it's like automatic. There,
In
so
that
when
way, you are so lucky.
yes. So it has also given me opportunity to explore more things. I've been reading a lot of books. I've been reading a lot of books on the Norwegian local history. And right now, the house I'm living in, this has a very interesting history. It used to be a lake,
Hmm.
and it used to there is a airstrip just close to my house, an old airstrip which was built during World War II. So all
Oh,
these things explored during this pandemic, and yeah, it feels nice when these kind of interesting stories about the local people or local places.
so
So
what are
when
the top five locations of Norway?
Norway is a heaven
Five things.
for
Top five things you should definitely need to
if you
try.
like hiking, it's a heaven for you
Mm-hmm.
because they are beautiful places to hike. If you are not even like if you're not a professional, still you can go out. People of all ages, like kids as young as 2 year 3 year, they go out hiking, fishing, and all those things. And Norway, it has Stolen Stavanger. It is like the landmark here. Very
Mm-hmm.
very very beautiful location, hiking location. And apart from there are lakes and sea. You go out anywhere, it looks scenic.
Yeah, I think the whole country is like a travel spot.
Yeah, I tell my husband sometimes that Norway feels like you're living in a postcard, those beautiful
Yes,
travel postcards
yes.
you have.
Yeah, we have wallpapers. So you are into live wallpaper,
Yes, I'm living in a, in a one.
live posters.
Yes, live
Uh,
poster. Yeah.
Good, very good. So, what are your future projects when coming to your
Um,
earnings?
Actually, I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, but I never, plan ahead. I'm more
So
like a
again,
person who
same
goes in
like me.
flow.
I
No,
don't
it's good
have
to
any
know.
plan for anything.
I never plan actually, Guru, because
Yeah, I do things
people.
randomly. Even these interviews also. Whenever people ask me for any question, I feel a little bit nervous. I feel to ask random questions,
No,
no
actually,
matter
that is
how it
more
goes. Yeah,
interesting. Yes,
yeah.
yeah. So even people, I heard that saying that when you make plans, you make God laugh because your planning doesn't count. So I'm more like going into flow because 2020 when we finally decided that we're going to move to Norway, I had the whole bucket list of
Oh,
traveling these many places in one year. And yeah, thanks to COVID, I was not even going out of my house. So that,
Thank to COVID, at least she or he is making some others happy.
yes, but it has also, I think it has taught us a lot of things because,
Yeah, for me, I think I have to thank COVID because I came to know how to respect our parents now. How we miss them a lot. Our friends also. Sometimes we
yes,
don't care about our friends
yes,
also
that's
when
true,
you are
that's
very
true.
busy. So
Hmm.
now I am thinking about who are my friends, whom to talk, whom to share my all things. We also spend much time with our family also now.
Hmm.
So many things we learned.
Yeah, and as well as we learn to live with limited resources, isn't it?
Yeah,
Earlier, we would
yeah,
be like, okay,
challenging.
every month we need to go out and shopping, eating out. But now we know that we can very well live without these things,
I think it
with
has
even,
given us some discipline.
yes, a lot actually. People and families who wouldn't like meet for weeks and months,
Mm.
they're sitting together having dinners and cooking. So I think even bad times gives you good movements. So I think we should take this opportunity to learn new things, or maybe explore our relationships or
Mm.
strength and weakness. I think it's a good thing to do.
Yes, yes. So, any final thoughts you want to share?
I'm really bad at that thing. The preaches and quotes,
Yes,
nothing.
yes. No, 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 not about quotes. See, I don't like quotes also. I don't want to make you as a preacher or guru,
Yes. Yeah,
Sadguru.
thank you.
Uh, just want to share whatever you are, maybe your blog
Yeah,
thing
one
or
thing
whatever
I would
things.
love to share, and that is to live in the moment. That is, I always believe that, and now very, very strongly believe it because I have seen I had some tough moments. My father, he was no more, and I was there. I was the only person with him at that moment.
Okay, when did
Yeah,
it
and
happen?
2 years back.
Oh, sorry
It
to
was
hear.
so sudden. It was so sudden that, and my mother, although the whole family was there, but I was inside the room and I saw him slipping away. So that moment has taught me that, sometimes we wait to do things, we wait to say things, we wait to, work on our plans. But I think that is the biggest mistake we make. You're never prepared enough, you're never perfect, you never have all the things that you require. So I think acting now, living in the moment, and doing what you like or love right now is the most important life lesson anybody can learn. And I think thanks to the pandemic, I have like been more forward, and I've tried things that I never tried before, learning new things. I'm learning new languages, meeting new people now. So I think we all must and should do that,
Hmm.
living in the moment.
Yes, yes, we should. So I should not. I am not going to end this with this sad note. So let us go into some other question, a little short ones. So why don't you start a YouTube channel? You have a
uh,
very good voice and you have very good camera appearance and you have very good topics to cover. As a fashionista, you have to do a lot of things. Can't you teach something for newbies? Maybe like me. About web
please.
designing.
No, 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 please. No,
So
no.
web designing is something what I want to learn from Garima.
Technically, I might not be able to suggest much, but I've been always very clear about things I want. Be it my blog, be it my how I want to lead my life. So, and that idea, then I explore that what I need to do to achieve that. Like I had very clear mind that I want a website that looks absolutely welcoming and fuss free, very
Hmm.
clean, very sleek. Then I started exploring the different themes, then what suits my choice best. So I think that is one thing. And talking about YouTube, well, I don't know how to say this, but that's a lot of work.
One thing which comes into mind again while seeing your website is it looks like a recipe. It has salt, pepper, sweetness. It like see. Designing website is anybody can do. Designing a creative website is really very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Putting all your creative things, you want to look your website like everybody can spend some time, maybe
Yes.
5 to 10 minutes. So when I go to some big YouTubers, or sorry, bloggers also, sometimes I will bounce back within seconds.
Yes.
I don't like their design. See, the content is great. I don't want to comment on that because I am a person who loves to see the design should be very good. The font would be very nice. Some people's font will be very ugly. I don't know how they maintain. When I enter into the websites, my eyes will get strained for within seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So font design, everything should be very clean, very pleasant. So that is very important thing which I want to tell to many new people.
That's
In
true.
this in this process, what we do means what I have done means I have designed so many websites, but sometimes I go overboard, like too fancy, too cluttery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I did several mistakes also.
Mm-hmm.
But after seeing such beautiful websites, one amongst you like these things, it is a very good example for many people. So, are you not coming into YouTube then?
I'm not sure. Like I'm a spur of a moment person. If I decide that tomorrow I need to put on some videos and
Yeah, it is
explore
very
YouTube,
difficult.
yeah, so I might jump onto the opportunity and start doing that. But somehow it doesn't click. Somehow I'm a little old school. Writing and publishing and then reading part. I still have. You will wonder, but I haven't read a single ebook till date.
Oh,
I
even
love paperback. I love paperback. So YouTube, I like it when I'm talking to you, but when it is, talking to the camera, I feel like, what am I doing? I'm talking to a gadget.
This happens to everybody actually. They don't
Yeah.
tell you, but it happens. Every big YouTuber has his own problems in the first video. Definitely,
Mm,
they will get scared about themselves.
yeah. And sometimes the medium doesn't,
Yeah,
interest
comment.
you. Yes. For me, writing has always been very fascinating, you know. And although I'll see a lot of videos, whenever I need to go to a new place, I'll see a lot of videos about that place. I read a lot about that place. But sometimes when it comes to my own blog and my creativity, I prefer writing. Maybe in near future, you never know. Actually, I might decide and be a YouTuber. I'll
Yeah.
I'll take some tips from you, perhaps.
Mhm.
But for now, I think I'll stick to writing.
So finally, I want to ask one more thing. How did you maintain your social handles? Whether it is only for passion or you are also generating some income through them?
Actually, I'm more active on Instagram and my Facebook page, and both of them are like a kind of front, the windows where I showcase work. So obviously, people notice that I have majority of my clients. They actually come through Instagram
I am
because they
very
see all
poor in
those pictures.
Instagram. Still, I am learning how to post a beautiful post in Instagram. All my women friends are posting such a beautiful postings. I don't know how they do all these thumbnails. And whenever they ask, I will do like this. But nobody is teaching me how to do.
And actually, I've seen some of these Instagram accounts where it is run by guys
Mhm.
and even kids. Nowadays, even kids they know a lot about these social media and stuff, and it really fascinates me. Like they have such a unique approach towards.
Yes,
They
yes,
post a picture. The description is so nice, and the editing. Obviously, you need to edit the
mm,
picture before you put it on Instagram.
exactly.
Editing is so beautiful, so I really like it. And sometimes I just sit and I observe that what is going on Instagram. Although I'm not very uh, that kind of person who would see the numbers, that how many likes I'm getting, how many followers I have. That is nothing, that never interests me. But yeah, the creativity part, it does. I love to
Exactly.
see what people are doing nowadays.
So I think you are also in the same boat. I thought I should learn from you.
No, I think being yourself, Guru, it has always worked for me.
Yes, yes.
Yes, if you feel comfortable, if you know that what you're doing, it interests you, it is definitely going to interest the people you're catering to, maybe a client or followers or friends or whatever. But you have to be true to yourself. So
Mm.
if I put a picture, if I feel good about it, then definitely people will connect with it and relate with it. I cannot be like super editing my picture and I'm not looking like the person I am. No, I won't do that.
Mm. I mean to say some what you call even some post quote post quotes will be there na, and even their blog post also some people will design superly. I don't
Yeah.
know how they will do the they will take some part of their blog post and they will make us to jump into that post by adding so many things.
Yes.
Put this, click this,
Yeah.
go there, some arrow marks, so a
Mm.
lot of creativity. Anyways, so we are getting out of time. Thank you so much for coming again, and I am so thrilled, excited. So many things happened to me after 4 years. We are talking and also seeing each other on camera. So
Mm.
it is a very happy moment for me. And also, please take care of your health and also these situations we are facing now. Please stay home and stay safe.
Thank you so much, Guru. I'm really very excited, and I'm truly touched that you found time, invited me to your YouTube channel. And
Thank
it is more than that. I really feel, because we know since each other since like 5 years, but it's never been that we spoke to each other.
you.
So I feel like I'm sitting with a friend, and maybe we can have a coffee.
Yeah, thank you.
But it is, yeah. But
Cheers.
it's really been very good, yeah. And I look forward to your other ventures apart from the interviews, and I would love to see what you have planned for your future and
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
have decided, because I wish you all the best, and I wish that someday I'll be like, yeah, I'm Guru's friend. I
Thank
know
you
him.
so much. Thank you so. If God's wishes happens, definitely I will be so thrilled. And I never forget all my blog friends who are since my 2015. I have all my list in my diary. I am doing all interviews just because to have a rapport with them, a little bit more rapport, so that it will give happiness to me. So
Hmm.
this is purely a, like
Yeah, it's
organization
nice.
YouTube.
Yes, it doesn't feel like
It
it
is
is
not
like.
a commercial
Yes.
type of channel. So I want to make sure that people are watching my channel and they may get some information as well as they feel happy.
Hmm.
I at least they spend some 10 minutes of valuable time.
Yes, that's really a good thought. And
Yeah.
thanks again for having
Yeah.
me
Thank you
over.
so much.
I
And
enjoyed it a lot.
when you are coming to India,
Very soon, because I was supposed to come this year, but due to
okay.
COVID I couldn't.
So we
So
will
yeah,
be
as soon as
waiting for you.
possible. Yeah, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Take
and
care.
all the best. Good luck.
Thank you so much.